There are four general ways people perceive risk and seek information in the workplace. Number one are responsive individuals. These are individuals who believe they have high risk of injury but also believe they can take an active role in prevention any work-related injuries and are motivated to seek safety information. Number two, these are avoidant individuals. These are individuals who feel as if they are high risk for injury but do not take any of the steps needed to address their safety behaviors. Number three, these are proactive individuals. These are people who believe and perceive a low risk of injury, but believe they can prevent any injuries. These individuals are not motivated by their perceived risk as much as they are to remain injury free. And the last one is indifferent individuals. These are people who do not believe that they have any risk of injuries or the ability to prevent such injuries. Here are some examples of poor safety attitude which become barriers or noise or even challenges to effective safety communication. It won't happen to me. I've been doing this for 15 years. I'm careful. I don't want to get someone in trouble. Ways to address challenges to safety communication. Convey your ideas. Clearly express what needs to be accomplished and why so employees have an understanding of what the expectations are for safety in the workplace. Discuss concerns or objections. Keep communications open to analyze what employees are doing and so that a dialogue about positives and negatives are heard and can be reacted to. Share important criteria and priorities. Adapt safety policies to advancement in technology and workplace changes to maintain a high level of safety. Indicate how change will benefit this individual. People naturally resist change for the sake of change. If someone were to ask you why safety is important, how will you respond? When you can explain why employees are likely to buy in, you also answer the question, what's in it for me? Present solutions that contain your priorities and those of the individual you are influencing. Link people's personal goals for safety with organization's goal for safety. The goals for management and employees are the same. Management keeping the workplace safe, and employees have an interest in maintaining the personal safety. These are some safety communication reminders. Effective communication increases motivations. The more a people communication goes through, the more distorted it becomes. Effective communication reaches the heart as well as the mind. And lastly, use it or lose it. How many of you would agree with this quote? Even if we have people with experience, the right attitudes, skills, and perception, there would still be a need for effective communication. The struggle to understand is carried out relentlessly by the most conscientious. What can happen when we fail to communicate a safety message? There is no such thing as common sense. Four keys to effective communication. Interactive. It flows both ways. You speak about safety and you listen to employees' concerns and suggestions. Informative. It tells employees what they need to know to work safely under all conditions. Positive. It focuses on the exchange of ideas and information to improve workplace safety and prevent incidents and illness. Productive. It allows you to interact successfully with employees and spread your safety message to all who need to hear it. There are different ways to convey safety messages. You can plan your safety messages like advertising campaign. You can ask the following question. What is to be achieved from the communication and how will success be measured? What are the key messages? Who is my audience? When the communication is complete, employees will know how to do what. Remember, people quickly determine the meaning of our messages and whether they will be receptive at the beginning. You only have a short time to get your message across. It is 2 minutes only when you are face to face, 30 seconds on the telephone, 10 to 15 seconds by voicemail. Get personal. The more personally relevant the message, the more impact it is likely to have. Frontline employees are interested in information that directly affects them, their jobs, and their immediate work. Consistent, clear messaging like safety slogans. Every organization needs to follow safety rules. Safety rules are often boring, and people forget them as soon as you say them. For this reason, a good safety slogan can save training time and make the process more fun for everyone. The more familiar a person is with a product or task, the less likely they are to look for, read, or comply with the information. Remember, familiarity breeds contempt. Therefore, if the same communication activity tends to be used regularly, it will need to be refreshed to keep it interesting and current. Ways to engage employees in your workplace safety messages by watching it through training videos, hearing it through discussion and feedback on safety issues, and lastly, reading it through posters, emails, and newsletters. Employees learn differently. If you can use all three methods, you will stand a better chance of reaching your audience's learning style. It is essential to address and remove any barriers to effective communication, such as lengthy or disorganized messages or offering too much information at one time. Allow time to more succinct and direct message delivery. Cultural competency and the ability to deliver your message to different types of people will also aid in communicating messages effectively. Communication tips. Use more visuals. Picture speaks 1,000 words. They are particularly effective for those who are visual. You can also tell stories. People like stories. They can relate to stories. Lead by values. Values are something regarded as desirable, worthy, or right, as a belief or ideal. You need also to prioritize things. Use positive language in order to motivate workers. You also need to involve your senior management so that they will know what is going around in your workplace. You need to keep it simple. When two or more theories each correctly explain the same phenomenon, the shorter of the two is usually the most correct. Ask more why questions. To get to the root of an issue, ask more why questions. Nobody knows everything, but everyone knows something. It shows you are willing to listen and learn. Safety communication is directed at keeping employees safe. To stay safe, employees need to stay informed about safety, follow safety rules and procedures, identify hazards, stay healthy, fit, and focused. Some of the topics that need to be communicated to achieve these objectives are listed in this slide. Think about your future organization and the injuries that might occur and what needs to be communicated. Objectives should be SMART. Specific. These answer the questions: what do the employees need to know? Measurable. There needs to be a way to determine if the communication was effective. Attainable. Can the employees accomplish what is asked of them? Relevant. You need to tune in to the employees radio station, and that is WIIFM, which means what's in it for me. Lastly, time bound. Messages have a shelf life. Change the message up before familiarity leads to contempt and complacency for the messages. Safety culture. To deliver effective health and safety messages, ensure it is an important part of our organization's culture. The message is communicated in how to prevent injuries and the organization goals. It encourages employees to become partners. You can attain the next level of excellence by changing your organization's safety culture, or who you are. And you change who you are as an organization by changing what you do. When it comes to designing, implementing, and administering an effective safety communication process, you will likely need to take a closer look of what you do. Getting the message across, select your mode of communication carefully. Technologies such as instant messaging, text, and email enable an easy, speedy check-in with your employees, but exercise care because the speed can also backfire on you. Technology is best suited for brief, non-emotional messages. If your communication contains information that might be misunderstood or has a potentially volatile element to it, move to a slower but more human method of communication, like phone call or, if possible, a face-to-face meeting. Some ways to communicate your safety message includes written instructions, posters, classroom training seminar, desktop presentation, video or web video, podcast, text messages, pictograms, interactive computer web program, toolbox talk, and PowerPoint presentations. When getting the message across, consider who should deliver it and what credibility they have. A good message badly delivered is lost. Those who walk the talk when no one is watching, and regardless of who is watching, are the most credible safety leaders. Consider whether the communication was effective. How will you know if the message communication was effective? Remember, the danger in communication is the illusion that it has been accomplished. Plan your method of evaluating success before delivering communication activity. Build into your communication plan arrangement for monitoring and evaluating the effectiveness of the particular means of communication used. This could be as simple as discussing it with a sample of the audience to determine if they identified and understood correctly the key message being conveyed. To communicate effectively, keep it simple. Less is often more. In general, briefer is better. Requires less attention to absorb, easier to understand, as long as needed information is there. Remember, the struggle to understand is carried out relentlessly by the most conscientious. The secret to developing highly successful safety communication is to use marketing-based tactics. Treating safety messages as a mini marketing campaign will provide better safety performance, communication, and camaraderie in the workplace. Think about what will make an immediate impact by answering these questions. What is to be achieved from the communication? What are my key messages? Who makes up my audience? And how will success be measured? If you have questions regarding this topic, please send your questions to our official group chat.